Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Dr. Sebi. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Dr. Sebi. Yeah. What it do, what it does, what it is, what it was. I'm gonna let a few people come on in the club. It's a cold-blooded, what it is, Wednesday night? Tuesday night? What it is? Wednesday, Tuesday, Thursday? Can anybody let me know what day it is? Wednesday, Tuesday, Thursday. I think it's Wednesday. If I'm not mistaken, I think it's Wednesday. But it is Dr. Sebi's birthday today, right now. Happy birthday, Dr. Sebi, man. Let me hold up. First and foremost, let me rephrase that. Happy birthday to the most honorable, noble, justice, immortal Dr. Sebi the Great. Happy birthday to Dr. Sebi, man. Today we're gonna talk. Today we're just gonna talk some talk. Today we're gonna talk the health and wellness. We're gonna talk some talk. You feel me? What it do, what it does, what it is, what it was. You already know Motown. What's good, Motown? Motown. Hey, listen, man. I'm gonna put that on the T-shirt. What it do, what it does, what it is, what it was. That past, present, future. You understand me? Yeah. The right language for a time traveler. You dig? Man, it's how everybody doing? First and foremost, man, what's going on, man? What's going on out there, everybody? Y'all make sure y'all go to Dr. Sebi's, website and purchase a product, man, on his birthday. Um, Go to Dr. Sebi and purchase a product on his birthday. Make sure you go and donate to the Church of the Great Grand Holy Mother of All Divine as well. Hold on, y'all. My thing's shaking. I don't know why, but I might have to try to fix it. But anyway, um, what's going on, man? What y'all want to talk about? We're gonna talk about a few things. I just want to talk. I got a few Dr. Sebi quotes, a few Dr. Sebi quotes, a few Dr. Sebi memories. Because as you know, I met Dr. Sebi in real life. Nigga, wait a minute. Let's talk. Let's talk sports. You ain't that dude until you was on the phone arguing with arguing your point to Dr. Sebi, and he said, you know what? I can see why you see it like that. I can see where you coming from. Yeah. Me and Dr. Sebi, me and Dr. Sebi had some talks, and during our talks, we didn't have some disagreements, and it was healthy disagreements. I ain't never that was the first that was like the first person I ever had a healthy disagreement with. Well, a disagreement where it wasn't a disagreement from ego, it was a disagreement from lack of understanding or lack of intelligence on my or his part during that particular moment. But man, we about to get it in. Yeah, we about to get it in, man. Hold up. What I got? Oh yeah, I got me some Dr. Sebi quotes for that ass. I got me some Dr. Sebi's for that bungo. Lil Wayne, how it go? Nigga said Lil Wayne. Why would you? Why? Why must you get me started this early in the live? Bunker Wise 215 at Bunker Wise 215. You don't want me to motherfucking roast your sweet potato brow looking at uh happy birthday, Dr. Sebi, Algorithm God 9. You already know what the business is, man. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. Comment, follow, share, save, like. 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 Get this jumping on the algorithm, Ken 2K. Get it jumping on the algorithm. Comment, follow, share, save, like. Get it on the algorithm. Comment, follow, share, save, like. Get it on the algorithm. Happy birthday, Dr. Sebi. Dr. Sebi, happy birthday. Happy birthday, Dr. Sebi. Dr. Sebi, happy birthday. How many of y'all done had a great birthday so far this year? I know a lot of y'all birthdays done passed. How many of y'all done had a great birthday so far this year? Let me sip some of this miracle tea while everybody get on in the live. I'm waiting for everybody to get in the live. I ain't got no commercials playing. We ain't doing no commercial for Dr. Sebi's birthday. Come and follow, share, save, live. And that miracle tea don't play. That miracle tea don't play. Would you got something against parrots? Bob Blotter, whatever the fuck your name is, Bob. Why, Bob? Why are you hating on the parrots? So what if I was channeling a parrot just now, and the parrot spirit animal came flowing through me just now? What's wrong with the parrots? What you got? What you got against a parrot? You feel me? What you got against the parrot, man? What's going on, man? We see. Don't make me get started. Don't make me get started. Don't make me get retarded. We going in on the Dr. Sebi quotes today. How many minutes I'm in? Oh, I ain't been in a minute. I ain't been in that long enough. But before we get started, all those who with me, let the church say the parrot would be calling you. Oh, the parrot would be calling you Lil Wayne. Oh no. Why y'all, what y'all got? Oh man, what Lil Wayne done did? Damn. Nigga calling me Lil Wayne like that is bad. Then Wayne $100 million niggas. Yo, at high makers when you coming back to jail, me and the homeboy miss you. I don't even know who you is. Tyrone's? What jail you was at? Cause I ain't never look. I got my own jail. I built my own jail. It's called the Positive Penitentiary. What's that? Oh my God! You see what it is? You see what that say? What that say? Can anybody read what this say? If you can see what that is, if you can read what this is, then that's what this is. I smell cookie. Y'all remember mother man? Y'all man, can't nobody on Sesame Street fuck with my nigga Cookie Monster, nigga. Cookie Monster and Garbage Man, Garbage Monster Man. Them the two niggas. You have no but Cookie Monster for sure. Is that Cookie? Cookies. Man, that was my dude. You know who else was my dude? Mr. Rogers. Y'all ever whoever called a channel an episode of Mr. Rogers? That was my dude. It was all a CIA operation, but it's still it's still a CIA operation that I remember. Who used to watch X-Men in the morning for Saturday morning cartoons? Double watching the X-Men in the morning for Saturday morning cartoon. Who who mama was so strict that if you didn't have the house clean, she was gonna beat the out you. Who had it like that? Cookie Monster and Garbage Man been Cookie Monster and Garbage Man spent. Listen, aren't the drug addict personalities like the greatest personalities? Like you could just watch them for days. Like for instance, name your man. I remember everybody used to watch Charlie Sheen for days and just talk about how he was a dopehead. I remember people used to watch Bob and Whitney for days and talk about how they smoke crack. Cause I don't know, it's just about the drugs make you just let it all out and you blurt it all out, and next thing you know. Or Miss Fred Rogers, when I'm sad, I eat lemon cookies, croissants, and anything sugary. Oh, you toxic. When I'm sad, I activate my chakras and I get back happy. Cause I'm not about to be sad for long. Especially if it's about some outside influence. Especially if outside influences make you sad, if outside influences make you mad, you need to heal. It's not the outside influence that's making you sad. It's the sadness on the inside that the outside influence is triggering. You have a unhealed wound on the inside of you, and the outside influence is triggering. So to self-medicate, you run to that white poison that looks like cocaine called sugar. See? We're all self-medicating. Why do you think I became Chakra Doctor? Because I taught myself how to heal myself and show others how to do it. Because we're all walking this path. We're all walking this journey where we're all healing, have healed, trying to heal from something. Every single one of us watching live right now. We all have healed, try and heal, or is healed from something. Period, man. Period. And until we realize this as human beings, we're going to always be trying to interact with one another and not receiving what we need to receive from one another. You feel me? Why? Because you're not giving your best because you're unhealed. I'm not giving it my best because I'm unhealed. We both get together unhealed, create an unhealed situation. A lot of us are creating unhealed situations, and then these unhealed situations are producing cold-blooded dysfunctional families and children because a nigga don't want to get in a motherfucking mirror. A bitch don't want to get in a motherfucking mirror and say, you know what? It's my fault. It's my fault. I should have made better choices. I should have held myself more responsible. I should have held myself more accountable. I should have removed all of the debris from out of my path of open roads to abundance. I should have removed all of the shit. Why you think the Illuminati is start with an ILL? This is how you know the Illuminati is immediately an Illuminati, illumination, illustration, illusion, ill-fated, anything ill. Why you ILL? Motherfucker, I'm ill, right? So you got motherfuckers saying I'm ill, letting you know that this is sick like. This is not real, true luminaries illuminating. This is sick like, masquerading as illumination. Ill. What do you pay? Look, when you pay bills, ill, right? When you have a will, if God so willeth, ill, right? Man, there are so many ills in society that if you're not careful, you'll be a part of the illness. You feel me? I don't ill look well noon, no one, well no one. You gotta start spelling correctly. It's not ask. Ill as in icky. I don't think you I don't think you thought this through. Oh, I thought it through. Hell yeah. Ill as in sicky, not icky. Ill, look, you don't know how to spell. I don't think you thought this through. I think you typing too fast. Your Twitter fingers is not responding properly. All right. So we about to get into this. Does I need it to hit it to weed it? Yes, I do. They told me Dasani water is trash, but I'm gonna drink it today because it's right here at my disposal. And I'm gonna drink it today. And we're gonna score one for the poor one. Big old happy birthday, Dr. Sebi Puff. Y'all ready? Gotta hold that bitch in. Well, you know, let's give a shout out to the great grand holy mother of all divine before we begin, and we'll get this. We'll crank that soldier boy and get this thing started. She is the great grand holy mother of all divine. She is the great grand holy mother of all divine. Source of all gods, guide our lives. You are the great grand holy mother of all divine. She is the great grand holy mother of all divine. You are the great grand holy mother of all divine. Source of all gods, guide our lives. In the name of the great grand holy mother of all divine. Sara, Ishandro Boshitaya, Ishandro Boshitaya, Sara. Go. Ooh, go. Oh man, that joint gonna take off. Watch when y'all hear the finished version. That bitch gonna go crazy. It's gonna go bananas. And we about to get into what y'all want to talk about real quick. But before we get into what y'all want to talk about, let's do some Sebi quotes. Oh, hold on, man. Question. Question people should ask themselves. Do you think of what other people do wrong to you more than what you do wrong to yourself? Well, that's a great topic right there. That right there is called the blame game. If you have any kind of description of life where you're blaming something other than yourself, if you're blaming something other than yourself for your particular set of problems that life has dealt, then my friend, you are literally thinking against your own success. You're thinking against your own abundance. You're thinking against your own way. Like a lot of people want to make it to the finish line, but the reason why y'all not making it to the finish line because you are in your own way. You think too negative. So this is why the Church of the Great Grand Holy Mother of All Divine presented to you the new version of the Ten Commandments. And what's the number one commandment in the new version of the Ten Commandments? Number one, think positive. Think positive. The number one commandment of my entire life is think positive. If I don't know how to think positive for myself, then I won't know how to turn on the feeling of positivity within myself. If I don't know how to turn on the feeling of positivity within myself, then I won't know how to go back around the world. I won't know how to go about in the world and do positive for myself. The number one thing that is going to get you to the goal of spirituality, the goal of the height of magic, the goal of the height of the greatest relationship, the goal of the height of your greatest career, the goal of the height of your greatest anything is you thinking over and over and over and over and over and over again that not only will you get there, but boy, oh boy, you already feel what it's like to be there. Matter of fact, you don't even feel what it's like to be there. You are actually, in your mind, when you look out into the world, you're already there and everybody else got to catch up. And if you don't know how to make believe, that's what's wrong with you niggas. You niggas forgot how to make believe. You niggas forgot how to play make believe. Okay? Think about this. If you don't know how to play make believe, then you won't know the beginning of what it's like to using belief to make it. I'll repeat it again. If you don't know how to play make believe, you won't even know what it's like to put yourself in a position of belief, and that belief brings you into making it. Okay? Why? Because at the end of the day, what is the 12th symbol of the zodiac? The 12th symbol of the zodiac is Pisces. Pisces is what? Pisces is I believe. The key to the house of Pisces is I believe. What's above Pisces? Aquarius. So remember, before 20, right before the Mayan calendar ended, we were going from one era to the other era. The first era we was in Pisces, and then going up the Pisces ladder, we ended up in what? Aquarius. We ended up in the Aquarian age, and now we're in the Aquarius age. And the Aquarian age is no longer I believe. Remember, 2,160 years we was on some I believe, Hercules, I believe. Now, what's the key for Aquarius? The key for Aquarius is I know. The key for Aquarius is I know. I no longer believe. No, we're about to go into the age of knowing. Now let's analyze the word no. What is the first thing you recognize in the word no? I'll wait. What is the first thing you recognize in the word no? The word K-N-O-W. What's the first thing you can recognize in the word no? Does anybody have any brains? Does anybody have any intellect? Does anybody have any intelligence? Does anybody have, okay, Sean Harris. Okay, Sean Harris. Sean Harris said now, in order for you to truly know, in order for you to truly gain knowledge, because everybody said, remember they said it all started off with this tree of knowledge of good and evil, this tree of knowledge. In order for you to gain the ultimate knowledge, in order for you to gain the ultimate knowing, you got to know how to master the moment of now. Why? Can anybody tell me why is it important to master the moment of now? Why is it important to master the moment of now? Can anybody tell me? I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. The reason why it is impertinent, not important, impertinent that you master the moment of now, because somebody said because only now exists, which is true. Only now exists, right? Only now exists, which is true. But what getting deeper and pulling the layer back, it is only in the moment of now can you truly access the past and the future. Now is the only energy that allows you to travel to and fro and around, up and down the timelines. It is only in the moment of now. Because now spelled backwards is what? Now spelled backwards is what? Put it on the screen. Now spelled backwards is what, man? What is now spelled backwards? What is now spelled backwards? Ooh, we about to get him. Ooh, we about to get him. We about to get him. Okay, you get in the moment of now, and then you gonna what? Then you gonna win. When you win, I won. I won. I shot the BB gun. Wait a minute. Which one? One like I won, or one like I am one? So, but wait a minute. If I add a K to one, then I got Wonk. Is that you talking about Wonk like Willy Wonker and the chocolate factory? Wait a minute. I'm getting too deep with the wordplay, and I don't want to lose nobody. Too deep with the wordplay, and I don't want to lose nobody. Because if you look at the word Wonk, Wonk spelled backwards is what? No. Ooh. I just got the golden ticket to the Willy Wonka's chocolate factory. Hmm? Hmm? Wait a minute. You better go back and rewind that and break that down. I told you, Chakra Doctor be chopping and I be hibachiing with this shit, bro. Hibachi with this shit, bro. So analyzing these words, it automatically lets me know that shit is about to get wonkers because we are in the era of the no. And no, spelled backwards, is wonk, wonk, wonk. Wonkers, niggas is going bonkers. What in the, wait a minute. I got some miracle tea. I need to sip some miracle tea on that one. So my brain can process that in real time. So now, as we move in the know, we now know that the no is the now, and the now is in the no, and you can't be in now if you can't be in the no if you're not in now, and you can't be in the now if you're not in the no. Wait. wait. The only way you access the moment of now is if you know, and the only way you access the state of knowing is if you're now. But in order to actually achieve these states, shit gotta get shit gotta go wonkers. Like, I don't know, but I do know. But then again, you don't know because a wise man knoweth that he knoweth not at all. But a smart man thinks he can, and this is how dreams are accomplished. I am, I am whoever your eyes is seeing that resonates with your consciousness on a positive level. If I resonate with your consciousness on a positive level, shout out to you. If I don't resonate with your consciousness on a positive level, then, you know, it is what it is. But on Dr.Sebi birthday, we had to give a shout out to Dr.Sebi on Dr.Sebi birthday. If y'all looking for Dwayne McClain, I don't know, man. I think the Illuminati kidnapped him and got him busy, giving him some more MK Ultra mind control training so that when he get up here, he'll be nice and well polished for you guys. I hope y'all know Dwayne McClain did join the Illuminati. You know, not the ill, ILL, talking about the Illuminati. L, the Lucy, you know, the Lucy experience, the people, places, and things who are bringing the real light, not the false light of that, you know, poverty, scams, lying, cheating, stealing, and killing. That's all. No, that's the ill. That's the ill. Do you think Gavin Newsom looks like a blank Count Chocula? I don't care about people in that regard or aspect. It's a shame that you do. It's a shame that you're sitting around thinking about Gavin Newsom when I'm sitting around cooling, retarded, drooling, getting to the bread, Fred. You know? Let's talk about something that really matters. When is you who making money in their sleep right now? When you get off a line and you go to sleep, will you have more money in your bank account than you have when you wake up? That's the name of the game. We all talking all of this UFO shit. All right, we talking all of this crazy shit. We roasting. We getting in here with these crazy ass profile pictures. But how many of you guys can just wake up and say, you know what? Fuck that job. I'm not fucking with that job. How many of you guys can just do that right now? And just how many of you guys, you know, gotta go to work for somebody who don't give two flying fucks about you? Somebody said Project Bluebeam is coming. And how much money will you have when it comes? How much money will you have when it comes? And with your money, how many lands, how many homes, how many properties, how many assets that have you bought so that when it comes, you don't have to go scrounging for anything. You basically have everything at your fingertips because, you know, when it happens, everybody is going to have to get along with what they got. See? So if that's the case, then you're good. And the game says the game is to be sold, not told. Why? Because in a capitalistic country, things that are for free aren't really respected. Even though we say the best things in life are free, we say that, but in actuality, things that are for free aren't really respected in a capitalistic country. Let's talk about that. Because a capitalistic country is not a country at all. A capitalistic country is a corporation that is funded and ran by what they call it, monopoly man? The banker. The banker. So unless you know, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do when Project Bluebeam come? Are you gonna go save somebody, or you know, see that? And that's what we need to get at now. We're in the age of knowing. Fuck belief. We're in the age of knowing. If you know all this shit about to come in, Project Blue Beam about to come in, why haven't you quit your job and completely revolutionize and change your life so that when Project Blue Beam come, you won't even notice it happened because you too busy doing you. When the aliens come, you won't even know that listen, I told you they're gonna have three different experiences. They're gonna have the third dimension experience, the fourth dimension experience, and the fifth dimension experience. Those of us in the fifth dimension experience won't even notice what number 4 and number 3 is doing. Sorry. We won't even notice what the third and the fourth dimension is doing because see, we so high in the 5. We so high in the 5. We so high to the 5, we won't even know what the 4 and the third is doing. So I hope y'all get y'all body right, man. I hope y'all get y'all mind right. I hope y'all lose the weight and feel great. I hope you change your diet and start a riot. I hope you go raw and declare war on acidic foods. I hope you get in the motherfucking gym inside your house. You ain't got to go to no Gold's Gym. You ain't got to go to no Planet Fitness. You can do calisthenics inside your house. I hope you go on a fast and cleanse your ass. That's what I hope you do. I hope you put down the vices and roll the magical dices. I hope you get rid of all the roaches, vermins, and mices that may be intruding on your space. They got a lot of self-improvement that we could be doing before we worrying about with motherfuckers who we'll probably never meet, who we'll probably never be in competition with, who we'll probably never be at odds with, and who we'll probably never, and who don't give two flying fucks about what you think. That's the real. If you want to be technical, let's be technical. The technical thing is that everybody that's watching me right now should be figuring out a way to quit their fucking job and become self-sustaining so that when it does hit the fan, the quote unquote, whatever you like to call it, whatever the scenario you like to call it, you'll be straight because you've already created a world within this world. And in that world, within this world, you have certain disciplines in place so that if anything like that ever happens, it won't affect you because you are already prepared for anything. You are ready for whatever. And if you ready for whatever, you ain't got to worry about getting ready because you always stay ready. So I stay ready on a nigga, man. I stay ready on a nigga, man. I can't wait till I start showing y'all these before and afters that's going on with my program. What program? Bro, I got a transformation program that's going to change your life in 30 days. And I'm going to show you the before and after pictures. I don't even like to talk about it. I'm just going to show you the before and after picture. I got a student right now that's doing it right now. When he reaches that day number 30, I think he's going 40. When you reach day number 40, pop, we gonna get in the motherfucking building and do the before and after. And y'all let me know if Chakra Doctor let me know if Chakra Doctor can get you right in 30 days or less, nigga. 30 days. Why? Because for some reason y'all think y'all need to eat to live. And that's far from the truth. Y'all don't need no food. Y'all don't need no food. Bro, the body is a machine. Our bodies are machines. Our brains are cybernetic fucking telepathic computers. You dig? Our fucking soul is immortal, eternal, divine consciousness floating within the vessel. Whatever the higher mind tells the lower mind, and the lower mind tells the emotions, and the emotions tell the body, and the body tells the mechanics, this is what we're gonna end up with. This is why I encourage everybody to start finding a way to think positive. I got ways for you to think positive, but I'm not trying to sell that shit. I'm doing so much shit behind the scenes that shit gonna sell itself. I'm so critical on myself that I said that I'm not about to lay up there and go do nothing, ask nobody to buy nothing. Why you think you used to me running no commercials? Why you think, man, I'm not, man, listen, great grand holy mother got me well taken care of. I'm Gucci, bro. I'm Gucci. I'm a black man who don't have to answer to no white boys. I'll say it again for those in the back who can't hear me in the name of the great grand holy mother. I am a black man who don't answer to no white boys. I don't answer to no white women. I don't answer to no white folk, dog. I answer to the great grand holy mother of all divine, and that's it. That's it. I answer to the great grand holy mother of all divine, and that's it. You dig? And on that, I stand, and on that, I'll never fall. You never fall in the great grand holy mother, because with the great grand holy mother, we know that fall ain't nothing but a season. Fall ain't nothing but a season, dog. So we never cry when the fall comes. As a matter of fact, when we see the fall coming, shit, we do like Michael, and we lean, and he, yeah, okay, and he go, yeah, okay, and we fall with it, and you been hit high, smooth, smooth one. You feel me? So no, bro, like at the end of the day, we as black men, I'm trying to figure out, number one, when the fuck we gonna get healthy? When the fuck we gonna, man, I'm going back and look at all of the old celebrities that I watched growing up, and I'm looking at how inflamed their faces are. I'm looking at how fat everybody is. I remember, bro, DMX. DMX died obese. Y'all wanna know why DMX? What happened to DMX? Man, he got fat, eating all that craziness, and died. Irv Gotti. Irv Gotti died of a food-related illness. Come on, man. Big Pun, food-related. Heavy D, food-related. Come on, man. The list goes on and on and on. Young Bleed, food-related. Go look at all of the food-related illnesses that these celebrities are dying from, have died from, and are suffering from. Right now, old boy that played in Black Panther, Chadwick Boseman, food related. Jesse Jackson on life support, food related. Because it ain't food you eating, it's drugs masquerading as food. And until you've been on the phone with Dr.Sebi himself and stated your piece and stated your argument for why you believe that we're not from Africa. So the African biomineral diet is kind of flawed because the black man over here in America always been the black man over here in America, and we never migrated from no Africa to over here. Were you able to get on the phone and talk to Dr. Sebi and tell him that? And tell him, hey, I'm Choctaw Chippewa Native American, my brother. I'm from New Orleans, Louisiana, man. My blood is native. I can still go watch the Indians go, ooh, and they look like me. I can watch the Indians go through, yeah, and they look like me. I watched the whole world take our dance and then give us no credit for the bitch. Yeah, that's what the world do. The world take your swag and don't give you no credits. You gotta take your credits. You gotta take your flowers. Nigga talking about give me my flowers. Ain't nobody gonna give you nothing. You gotta take your flowers. When it's time to go give somebody 10 roses, do the roses appear on themselves, or do you gotta go pick the roses out of the fucking rose bush and put them in a bouquet? So that's what you got to do with your flowers. You got to go in the rose bush and get hit by the thorns and whatever you got to go through, nigga, and get your flowers and take your flowers. Fuck somebody giving you your flowers. Give you your flowers. Ain't nobody look, everything, the fact that you're living and breathing is a given enough. Everything else, you're going to have to go and get it. Take it or attract it to you. Either way, you're going to have to do it with yourself. If you want it done right, you better do it yourself, because guess what? If you send somebody else to do it, they're going to do it their way. They're going to do what you want done their way. You got to make sure that when you are building your business in the beginning, and even when I say the beginning, I say the real beginning of business is the first 10 years. If you haven't been doing successful business for 10 years straight, meaning you living off of your entrepreneurship and letting your entrepreneurship be the bill payer, your entrepreneurship be the, the end all and be all when it comes financially, then you won't even understand what I'm saying, because you got to set schedule that a boss gives you in bi-weekly or weekly or monthly. Well, when you're an entrepreneur, man, you don't know how that shit gonna come. You just know you're doing what you love. And what you love to do, you are just doing it off the love, and you learning as you go, trial and error. But when you are doing that, man, a lot of revelations come. And one of the revelations that came to me when it comes to doing and giving Black people natural holistic health that supersedes the American medical industry, that supersedes what Dr. Whoopty Woo and such got going on. Dr. Whoopty Woo and such can't brag on the fact that they've healed tens of thousands of people in the 20. Man, I'm five figures. I'm five figures deep on how many people I've actually healed. Five figures deep. Your favorite person that you be watching that be telling the truth had a conversation with me. Charles White had a conversation with me. All of your failed leaders, they had something negative to say about me and what happened to them. They done fell off like bad habits. While I'm still just here kicking it with y'all on these little channel, popping my shit. Went holler at Donald Trump, gave him the channel back. What you think I'm doing? I'm putting these watch hours back in. We about to crank that Soldier Boy back up. We about to show y'all. Wait a minute, it don't stop just because you got a victory. It don't never. Hey, bro, this a rolling, not a stop. Watch this shit. Don't never stop. So why are you tired? Why you need a break? See, that's what I'm saying. Yo niggas ain't working hard enough for what you want, but you sitting around here complaining. You sitting around here still broke. You sitting around here still making excuses. I told you all that shit y'all talking about, the UFOs, but none of that shit make no motherfucking sense if it ain't making no money. If you ain't got a podcast or some type of platform getting paid to talk about the UFOs, stop talking about the UFOs. Why? Because the UFOs are living in your mind rent free. They're not getting you paid. The reason why Chakra Doctor able to go do what he doing, da 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 da. Why? Because the great grand holy mother pays me to do this. She pays me to get on these live streams. She pays me to go out and pass out her flyers. She pays me to get in arguments with you niggas about who the great grand holy mother is. She pays me to do all this stuff, bro. When I met Dr. Sebi showed me the way. And I turned what Dr. Sebi taught me into a full natural holistic healing business, entrepreneurship. And this is what you're supposed to do when you get around greatness. I ended up and made a mistake and ended up around greatness. And I took the opportunity and seized the opportunity and turned Dr. Sebi's greatness and took a look, took a little swipe, took a little bit, took a little piece of his greatness, added it to my normalness, and my normalness turned into greatness. Because when you understand that a healthy body is the most important factor to a healthy mind, most important factor to healthy emotions, most important factor to a healthy spiritual flow state. Why? Because the spirit needs a healthy body to flow through. The emotions need a healthy body to secrete the proper hormones. You feel what I'm saying? The mind needs a healthy body to be properly housed in as it does all of its command center thingies that it does. The mind does. The mind is a super conscious computer, right? So when you are thinking about doing this shit, think about this one thing. Do you have what it takes to do this shit perpetually, 365 days, nonstop, with no complaints, toughing it through on all of the down parts, and making sure that the same way you were acting on the high parts, you act that same way on the down parts, so that the algorithm can know that that is just your baseline behavior. Gratitude. No matter if you high, no matter if you low, are you grateful? What are you complaining about right now? You need to make sure that you stop complaining. Complaining don't get you nothing but takeaways, losses, unnecessary. Why? Because you too busy focused on what you don't got. Go listen. I'm gonna show you. Uh, Bruh, when did Dwayne get his real? I got his real channel back. He got his real channel back when I got it back. Why you see me? Why you think you see me sitting on here and he let me have my way with this shit? That's my bro. Dwayne finally took my advice and joined the Illuminati. Dwayne finally took my advice and joined the Illuminati. That's what happened. That's what happened. Hollered at Trump, he got the I hollered at Trump, he got the channels back. Shiesty, you need to change your name. Shiesty, Dior Shiesty is a horrible name. Dior Shiesty is a horrible name. Let's analyze you niggas' name. Look what you niggas won't get money, but look at you niggas' name, man. Analyze you niggas' name, and you'll see I'm not tripping. Oh my goodness. But we just gonna get on you, Dior Shiesty. That ain't a cool name to have. Shiesty, go look up the word shiesty in the dictionary. That's not who you want. That's not who you really trying to project. And no black woman or man should be putting their name as something Caucasian. Peace, fam. Today's my hubby, B-Day 2. You already know, man, Dr.Sebi, man. Dr.Sebi, man. Dr. Sebi is the reason why Dr. Sebi is the reason why I'm Chakra Doctor, the natural holistic healer. Dr. Sebi is the reason why I have Miracle Food and Miracle Tea. But Miracle Food and Miracle Tea has changed its name to Oil of Ra and Tea of Ma. And yeah, man, Dr. Sebi is the reason why. Man, and listen, I told Sebi, Sebi, you need to let me get you need to let me give you some of this magic. You need to let me give you some of these algorithms. You need to let me give you some of this so that you can stay safe and they don't unalive you, bro, because you doing too much, bro. LOL, it was for no, man, listen. Understand that YouTube is fire, Instagram is earth, Twitter X is air, Facebook is water, TikTok is ether. Fire, earth, air, water, ether. Remember, we're in the microcosm. So things that are of the Elohim are going to represent themselves in mysterious ways. And you got to crack those mysteries. So you didn't do it for the TikTok channel. That TikTok channel represented the ether. You did it for the ether. And then you carried it over into the fire in YouTube. So if you have any fire in your chart, or you have any you know, fire like Aries, Leo, Sagittarius in your chart, just know, man, that shiesty energy, man. Now you don't want nothing shite. You don't want nothing shite. You don't want nothing icy. You don't want nothing, you don't want nothing heisty. You don't want no heist. You don't want no feist. You know, shiest. You feel me? You don't want none of that, bro. You don't want none of that, bro. Hold on, I forgot. I missed some stuff. Oh my God. Who is all for he say something, else. He say one more stupid thing. AUG4, whatever your name is, you say one more stupid thing, and I'm gonna remove you from the live, bro. That's crazy. Why would you know, man? The need for attention is crazy. But let's get to the Sabi quotes real quick. And if anybody have any questions, put it in the chat. Or if anybody want to talk about anything, put it in the chat and we'll talk about it. If you want to talk about anything, put it in the chat and we'll talk about it. Hold on, let me see. Let me see if I can read any of this stuff. Ooh. Okay, yeah, we got a few things we're gonna talk about. We got a few things we're gonna talk about. But before we talk about them, let me make sure I honor these commercial break. Oh, then my commercial break ain't on here no more. I forgot I took it off. I forgot I took it off. No more commercial breaks and all that good shit. But what we can do is this. What we can do is this. Commercial break on. We about to talk about that right there. This we about to talk about that right there. Boom. And we're back. Oh, sorry. We're back. You dig? Boom, hold on. What's down? LOL for today. What's down? Love King. All right, so the first Sebi quote that I want to get into. First Sebi quote that I want to get into real quick before I cut this off is this one. Boom. Bam. I'd rather you hate me for telling the truth than you love me for lying to you. I'd rather you hate me for telling the truth. I'd rather you hate me for telling the truth than love me for lying to you. It's kind of like I said with the Great Mother. When I be telling people about the Great Mother, I'd rather have beef with you and favor with the Great Mother than beef with the Great Mother and favor with you. You feel what I'm saying? We live in this world where you gotta lie to kick it. Y'all remember that Tupac song? You ain't gotta lie to kick it. But you live in a world where motherfuckers gotta lie to kick it. Now, know the difference between lying and, you know, speaking things into existence and all that good stuff. Because a lot of people try to misconstrue or try to misunderstand. Yeah, people try to make you ever heard of or saw people didn't want to see your point of view. All they wanted to do is try to misunderstand you. Like they wasn't trying to understand, with no understanding in them. You feel what I'm saying? And those are the type of people you need to tell the truth to implicitly. For instance, they got certain people in my life that never get the truth from me. Let's talk about the opposite of this. Let's talk about how they got some people that are so delusional, right? They got some people that are so delusional that if you tell them the truth, you will completely become the villain in their world. You will completely become the villain in their world if you tell them, the truth and honesty and what you really thought or what you really feel about a certain topic or subject or situation or a person or place or a thing. Anything all this trivial bull crap, right? All this bull crap that don't make a nigga no money. You feel me? Nigga, you ain't making no money off this shit, bro. I really don't. It really ain't that important to be arguing over. You ain't arguing. What you arguing about? You ain't arguing about finance and how you gonna create generational wealth for yourself and your family. That's the only thing you need to be arguing over. Money, because that's the only thing worth arguing over. You feel me? Why? Because at the end of the day, all of this spiritual shit we talking, all of this spiritual shit we doing, it has to produce and it has to show some kind of way. We can't be all this, spiritual that, but we ain't got no money. Wait a minute, man. Wait a minute. And when I say money, I'm not talking about fiat currency. I'm talking about resources. I'm talking about value. I'm talking about the things that money can't buy that you only can witness it in people's character. That's what we own, bro. And you can't be on that level if you're lying to yourself. Lying. It ain't this, it ain't that. Y'all try to call it what it, man. Call it what it is, man. People lying to themselves. And you gotta have a bit of delusion in order to be successful. But a lot of people take the delusion too far. And this is why Sebi said he rather you hate him for telling he rather you hate him for telling the truth than love him for telling a lie. And it immediately remind me of that song that Rihanna got. Love the way you lie. Now guess what? They got certain people in your life that you got to lie to. Why? Because their delusion is so strong that if you burst the bubble, it can the fluid can spill over into your life. And sometimes you don't want that. Sometimes you don't want the bubble that you burst. You ever burst a bubble and when it bursts, it like the little splash come on you? Sometimes you don't want that little splash coming on you when you burst in bubbles. Sometimes you got to let people stay in their bubble in order for you to make it to where you need to make it in life. Sometimes everybody bubble don't need to be burst. Sometimes life need to burst their bubble so that they can get the authentic, uh sorry, they could get the authentic experience of life bursting their bubble. They could get the authentic experience of life letting them down. They could get the authentic experience of life beating them, life teaching them. And then they'll have this pride or this confidence about themselves saying, oh, I did it and it didn't come from you, which is a buffoon move because you're wasting time and time is of the essence. Always remember that. Time is of the essence. Those of us who can maximize, those of us who can maximize time. See, everybody that's watching this right now has probably said sometime this week or sometime today that I ain't got time. How many of y'all done said that today? Or said that this week, said it yesterday, or said it recently? How many people said, I ain't got time? Think about that. How many people have said that? Because if you think you ain't got time, then your mind will create a way for you to not have it. This is why it's important that you train your brain. This is the first thing I did. The first thing I did when I became aware is I immediately recognized that I was a fuck nigga. I immediately recognized that I was a fuck nigga. How? because I came to the conclusion that, man, so I don't know if y'all know this or not, but my worst nightmare, I know, I swear to God, y'all, I put this on everything. I guess this is why I chase this dream so much. But I chase this dream so much because when I was in jail, my nigga, not jail, nigga, when I was in prison, when we wake up and go pick cotton for real, nigga. When I was in prison, nigga, I used to have a nightmare, and that nightmare was a white person calling my phone and telling me they don't need me to come in today. They don't need me no more. And everything that I'm working hard for my family and everything gets cut off because this person who don't give two flying fucks about me called me and fired me from my job. And I used to hate that feeling from waking up from that nightmare. Man, I said, man, I'm never put myself in that predicament, especially as a black man. As a black man, first and foremost, we having problems with our women. Why are you having a problem with your women, black men? I figured it out. Deep down in her subconscious, deep down in her soul, deep down in her deepness, she can't fully submit to you because, number one, she most likely has to go to work for another white man, another male. And that same structure, you have to go work for it as well. So how she's gonna bow down to you and submit to you when you get paid the same check from the same white boy that she do? So this is why you niggas this is why you niggas have problems sealing the deal with your female. Because even if you were going to work for another man, at least if you're going to work for another man, make sure that other man is paying you handsomely, and that handsome payment says, hey, shit, I might be working for another man, but shit, most men ain't getting paid this. But we going and work for pennies. We going and work for crumbs. How you know? Because we're still working from check to check. Working from check to check. Yes, we're relying on check to check. Nigga don't get their check next week, all hell gonna break loose. Why? Because we wake up and we have to go get our livelihood from a person, another male who completely disdains us, who completely has built systems against us, who completely has devised ways to make sure that we don't succeed. And for some reason, we keep going with our hand out saying, give us reparations, give us credits, give us our flowers, give it. No, bro. If at first you don't succeed, dust yourself off and try it again. Black Wall Street. Try it again. Rebuild black again. Wait a minute. We in 2025. We ain't got no more goddamn builders. Everybody too worried about trying to be a rapper or some bull crap or a ball player or some craziness. Everybody too busy bragging on the education that the white boy gave them. White boy gave you an education, you bragging on that. White boy let you join the frat, you bragging on that. White boy let you join the fraternity, you bragging on that. White boy gave you a job at the news station, you bragging on that. White boy laid up there and gave you a political job, you bragging on that. White boy gave you a motherfucking job in the education system, you bragging on that. Anything that fucking white boy give you, you bragging on it. And then you gonna have the top and put the icing on the cake. Because remember, it all comes from that ultimate white boy. And who's that ultimate white boy? Jesus. So then you're gonna go every Sunday to the white boy at the motherfucking church, and you're gonna get down on your knees and you're gonna pray, or you're gonna get symbolically get down on there. You're gonna bow your head and close your eyes, and you're gonna pray to the white boy in the motherfucking sky. And then when the white boy in the motherfucking blue pull you over, you go hands up, don't shoot, just like you do at the white boy church. No, you niggas is motherfucking whitewash, and this is why you can't get nothing done. Cause everything and every existence and everything you think is fucking rooted deeply in whitewash mind states. And if you can't motherfucking melanin wash your mind. Wash your mind back into carbon. Wash your mind back into melanin, then you are going to receive what you don't want to receive. Because at the end of the day, we all trying to receive abundance. We all trying to receive prosperity. We all trying to see wealth. We all trying to receive health. But how can you get those things if you are relying on those things from the very person who is working against that for you? And I'm not talking about the ones who are working with black people. The ones who are working with black people and helping black people. May the great grand holy mother bless you. May the great grand holy mother love you. May the great grand holy mother work with you. We're not talking about y'all. We're talking about the ones who are sitting around hating another person for the color of their skin instead of going into their inner world and healing themselves from the hate of racism. So, it is what it is, man. Hold on a minute. Hold on, boom. I was just dealing with that. You got to come back on my podcast, family. Let's do something. I say people don't believe this manifesting thing unless you got a lot of money. Well, that's what because that's the whole, this manifesting thing that we call it. And I didn't listen, and I didn't realize that until years ago when I got my first 6 figures. And when you get a 6 figure check, that's life changing. When you get $100,000, $150,000, that's life changing money, and it has changed my life ever since. And the one thing that I know, I think black women be comparing a black man to, yeah, well, it's the patriarchy, but it not only is the patriarchy, it's the patriarchy Caucasian system, and there's nothing wrong with patriarchy Caucasian systems for patriarchal Caucasians. Everybody has a common ancestor with Eve, but we all have different gene variants, and those different gene variants will pulsate different vibrations of algorithm, and those different vibrations of algorithm must be met on their levels. So when you go, the reason why black people are 7 times more likely to die in the care and hands of white hospitals is because, number one, the white hospitals has built a medical system that goes against the fabric of your melanin when it comes to healing it. That's number one. Number two, the racism within the culture of the medical system is designed, is literally mathematically designed to not heal you and help you die faster. Okay, um, the American medical industry's way of healing the body is barbaric, and it doesn't work at all. They don't take into the account of the genetic makeups of the different ethnicities. They apply a one size fits all metric to the ethnicities in the American medical system, and that's not right. How y'all gonna be racist over here, racist over here, racist over there? But when it comes to the American medical system, oh no, y'all ain't gonna be racist. Everybody got to fit this white mold. And so, Dr. Sebi, the one that showed me and taught me that we can heal incurable disease. We can heal that which we call, incurable or allegedly. We can heal those things, and it doesn't take manufactured pills out of hospitals. It doesn't take, it don't take none of the bullshit to do it. All you gotta do is get to it and do it, right? And what you gotta get to, you gotta get to the internal cleansing system, the internal cleansing system. You gotta cleanse your blood, you gotta cleanse your marrow, you gotta cleanse your reproductive system, you gotta cleanse your respiratory system, you gotta cleanse all of the different, your nervous system, your endocannabinoid receptor system. A lot of y'all smoke blunts and y'all smoking poison as soon as you smoke the blunt. Why? Because the paper and the wrapper that you're smoking the blunt in is poison. So you're defeating the purpose of what weed was designed to do for you. A lot of y'all get the jitters when y'all smoke weed. Guess what that does? Those jitters you get when you smoke weed, that is the actual weed exposing what's wrong with your nervous system. What's wrong with your endocannabinoid receptor system? What are your endocannabinoid receptors? They are the hairs that lie on the pathway of your nerves. They are the actual things that make sure that you are able to stay calm, cool, and collected in situations. This is why the reason why the world suffers from anxiety, because y'all don't have CBD in y'all life. Your endocannabinoid receptor systems are starving for real CBD. Think about that. Think about that. Your system is starving for the B vitamins. Y'all, man, look at how many. Man, oh, I take sea moss. No, you don't. You drink. Do you take sea moss every day? No. Do you take whatever supplement you're on every day? No. You don't take it. If you until you know what it's like to do something to do something repeated on 365 days, counting back to back to back to back to back to back to back, then guess what? The number one thing that you got to realize. Hold on, real quick. Let me make sure. Let me go relocate real quick. I think something is messing up in my motherfucking dryer, bro. And you know, I can't have my dryer breaking. Definitely can't have the dryer breaking. Whoa, shit. Let me go make sure some shit ain't breaking. Oh, shit. Oh, shit, y'all. Sound like my shit finna break on a nigga. Oh, the fuck up. All right, making sure that bitch ain't breaking on a nigga. Okay, hold up. Baby. Oh, my God. Damn, that bitch just started tripping on a nigga, huh? Look at that fixed. But in the meantime, in between time, hold on, man. I thought that was something in the dryer going. That's my fucking washer doing that, y'all. That must mean it's time for me to get on the live in a second and go fix that. But anyway, dawg, back to what I was saying, you feel me? Let me stand up real quick. Cause it's almost a minute and 30. Yep, I got 18 more minutes, y'all, and I'll be out y'all face. 18 more minutes and I'll be out y'all face. I'll be out y'all way, you feel me? But yeah, that's what you gotta do, man. At the end of the day, you gotta get healthy, get your mind right, get your body right, get your motherfucking emotions right. You feel me? Get your spirit right, get your discipline right. Man, you gotta chop up the man. You can't kill the ego, nigga. You gotta kill the ego, and after you kill him, you gotta chop up the body. You gotta chop up the body. That's what you gotta do. You gotta chop up the body. You gotta take the heart and put it in a box. I got an ice box where my heart used to be. You gotta really, when you defeating the ego, which is yourself, you gotta go so hard that your mind says, whoop-de-doo, whoop-de-doo, he's serious. Your mind says, you know what? He's serious about it. Because at the end of the day, the mind, the body is going to do whatever the mind tell it to do. And the mind is going to do whatever the higher self commanded it to do. So, yeah, man, Dr. Sebi's taught me so much, bro. Dr. Sebi taught me so much. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy how much Dr. Sebi done taught me, bro. And it was a short while. I only had two conversations with Brody. The first conversation was our long conversation, and then the second conversation, it was probably like 30 minutes. But we had like me and Say we talked on the phone for like 2 hours and some change. And I just sat there soaking up, taking notes. Sat there soaking up, taking notes, and then the second conversation me and Sabi had, you know, it was from a, just checking in and having that dialogue. And I was like, damn man, I just had a back and forth with Sabi, and he was like, you know what? I can see why you see it that way. I can see why you looking at it that way. So it's like it was crazy at the time. And then yeah, man, and that's another thing, man. That's another thing that we gotta answer. That's another thing that we gotta answer. We gotta answer what really happened to Dr. Sebi. The, these internet streets, what really happened to Dr. Sebi? What really happened to Dr. Sebi, bro? Think about this shit. What really happened to Dr. Sebi, bro? At the end of the day, we gotta think about we gotta talk about that. We gotta answer that. What really happened to Dr. Sebi? What really got into that level of, damn, why would they arrest him at the airport for having too much money? Why would they lay up there and, you know, they say he starved himself to death or this, that, and the third because he didn't trust what they were trying to give him and put in his food. Um, yeah, man, so many unanswered questions when it comes to what happened to Dr. Sebi. But guess what? We gonna find out what happened to Dr. Sebi. I told you, we living in the age of Aquarius. All truth will be revealed. We are living in the age of knowing. All truth will be revealed. Don't worry about it. Listen, the only thing you gotta do is work on you. Don't worry about what they doing. Don't worry about what he doing. Don't worry about what she doing. Don't worry about what we doing. Only thing you got to worry about is what you doing. My man, get my dick, what are you doing? Sidelining in my fucking business. Don't be sidelining nobody business. You feel what I'm saying? Like, man, what are you doing? And that's gonna be that's gonna be the heat. That's gonna be the smoke. That's gonna be the shit. See, look, I got my Sebi altar up, you know what I'm saying? I got my candles over here, bob, 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 and then you see, boom, that's Santa Muerte right there. That's La Santa Muerte right there. She is the original Grim Reaper, and she is the good Grim Reaper. She is the Reaper that liberates souls into eternal life and transformation. She is where the Grim Reaper stole its reaperness from. Okay, y'all gotta understand, and she is the patron of what? She is the patron of those who have passed away. Today is Dr. Sebi's birthday, but he passed away, right? So we make sure that make sure you act right now. Dr. Sebi is literally his energy is so strong right now. I can't believe why y'all. I can't believe y'all forgot his birthday, or y'all don't remember it, or y'all can't feel that presence, man. But I can feel that presence. That Dr. Sebi presence is really really heavy. And, man, always remember that our ancestors, the one that paved the way for us, man, we need to still keep the memory alive because without Dr. Sebi, the alkaline movement and the health movements that you see going on right now would not be in effect right now. Would not be in effect right now. Dr. Sebi, the one that spearheaded that shit, boom, and we took it and ran with it, boom. I'm just giving him his flowers on his birthday to make sure that, at the end of the day, I met the man, I talked to the man. When he cried, I died. I mean, yeah, when he died, I cried. When he died, I cried. You feel me? So yeah, man, that was a nobleman, man. That was a nobleman. I tried to tell him, come get the man. I tried to tell him, man, bro, you doing too much gangster shit with the natural holistic healing shit. You need to reinforce yourself with magic. And he said his healing and his health is his magic. I said, healing and health ain't, man. Healing and health is what it is. Healing and health and magic. You need you some upper echelon stuff for what you got going on. And who would have thought that that was a precursor to him, you know, um, passing away in 2016 like that. Who would have thought? You know what I'm saying? 'Cause we had that conversation in 2015. I had a conversation with him in 2014. And then a year and something later, I had another conversation with him. And then, boom, he died after that, shortly after that conversation. So, Nah, man. R.I.P. Dr. Sebi, man. Anybody got anybody got anything they want to put in the chat about Dr. Sebi so that I'll put it on the screen and read it for you. But back into my Sebi quotes real quick before my crazy ass motherfucking washing machine started tripping. Hold on, boom. Let's go. It is the food that you eat that would reconnect you with the energies of life, then words are unnecessary because you could see you're reconnected. Boom. So once again, that same philosophy, I still follow that same philosophy to this day, bro. Change what you eat, and you ain't gonna have to speak much. They call it getting chose with your mouth closed. That's what Game Guy Goldie called it, getting chose with your mouth closed. But you can get chose with your mouth closed on a whole lot of different levels. You can get chose by the right business partner because you looking nice, fine, and fit and healthy. And you ain't really got to say much because you look the part, right? People in life will open doors for you that that would not normally open if you don't fit the part. You have to be a good looker. You have to look good. You have to make sure you put the motherfucking strut down. You know what that boy said on motherfucking Nutty Professor? Shut it! Shut it! Shut it! No matter what, you got to strut. And look what this shit is. Let's analyze Nutty Professor right quick. That's some psychological craziness. Look at how the fat clumps were the good guys and the slim, you dig, healthy Buddy Love, the dude, the flyest dude in the club, he the bad guy? The flyest dude in the club is the bad guy. And who the girl wanted? Did the girl want Professor Clump or did the girl want Buddy Love? The ladies wanted Buddy Love. Professor Clump was a chump, just like Norbit. You never noticed that? Dang. Eddie, look at Dr. Doolittle, a chump. Eddie always playing a little chump in the movie. Have we ever seen, hold up, what Eddie, the only Eddie Murphy movie I've seen where he's getting it on with the broads is Boomerang. Do you remember any other, no, and then he doing it, he ain't doing it the real way. He lying to the broads. He lying to the broads, running game on the broads, this, that, and the third. But Eddie Murphy always finds a way to play some little chump in the movie. Dr. Doolittle was a chump. Motherfucking Nutty Professor, all of the different clumps, straight up chumps. You know what I'm saying? Norbit, straight up chump. Beverly Hills Cop, a chump. Even though he was a cool character, he still was he still was a chump. He wasn't a cool guy. You ain't never really see Eddie Murphy play a cool guy except for when he like first started Harlem Nights. Even then, even then in Harlem Nights they were playing him like a chump. Nigga, he had to shoot a bitch pinky toe off to get him, for her to respect him. You feel me? I'll shoot your pinky toe off. Like, look, this nigga got to shoot a bitch pinky toe off to get that respect out of him. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, man, just go look at the characters that they play in these movies, man. And you'll see that, hey, bro, the reason why they're easy is easy for them to get in that character because a big part of that character is like them anyway. That's what y'all don't be realizing when they be playing them characters and playing all the multiple different characters. Them characters that's who they are anyway. Multiple personality, just all the type shit going on. Boom. Let's go, Sebi. We doing the quotes on them. Let's go, my brother. Mucus is the cause of every disease. Eliminate the mucus and you eliminate the disease. Woo. And he ain't lying. He ain't lying. Get rid of the mucus, You get rid of the inflammation. Get rid of the mucus. You get rid of anything. Yeah, you get rid of the mucus. And when I say mucus, the acidic mucus, because mucus is the way your body stays lubricated. But I'm not even gonna go there. I'm not even gonna go there, but I gotta go there. Believe it or not, that lubrication in a broad's vagina, that vaginal fluid, that that's vaginal saliva and mucus. You know that, right? Uh, so there's good mucus, and you can tell what the good you can tell what's in the good mucus. What's in the good mucus? If you coughing up mucus and you got colors in your mucus, brown, green, yellow, black, motherfucking, a cottony, super cottony white, you know, yeah, that's not, that's the bad the colors you're seeing in the glob of the mucus, that's the bad that's bad mucus. Um, but no, man, your body makes mucus every day. Mucus is the way your body transports toxins and waste out of your body. Mucus is the way your body expels when it defecates. Mucus is the way the reason why things are able to move so smoothly through your body is because mucous membranes every mucous membranes are throughout this entire cellular structure. So it's not mucus itself, but what's in your mucus. That's the difference. What's inside of your mucus is if your mucus has different colors inside of it, you toxic and you need to have an intracellular cleanse and do an intracellular cleanse. For shit show. Let's go to this next one. Let's go to this next one. Boom. A society that keeps cures a secret so they can continue to sell medication for huge profits is not a real society, but a huge mental asylum. Ooh, man, stop playing with Sebi, bro. Stop playing with that nigga. Man, Sebi the GOAT for sure. Sebi the GOAT for sure. Greatest of all time for sure. Man, I can't believe I had conversations with this man, bro. I can't believe man, listen. Listen, I just sat down and just listened to him. It was like listening to Jesus talk. I ain't lying. It was like being in the Bible and listening to Jesus talking to Brody. Like his power, man, you could tell that he lived that alkaline shit because the power of his aura and the power of his speech and the power, that's how I know they did him dirty when they arrested him. You know what I'm saying? You know, yeah, bro. This is a world where people brag about their sicknesses. I remember I was talking to this one female, and she was bragging about how, not bragging, but she was. It sounded like the way she sounds so proud talking about the sicknesses and diseases and illness. It sounded like she was bragging about it. And she was like, yeah, because I got a sciatic nerve and a herniated disc and a da-da-da-da, because I had ruptured my da-da-da-da by back and da-da-da-da. And then da-da-da-da. I'm like, bro, wait, I cut her off. Wait a minute. What the fuck make you think I want to sit down and listen to your diseased-ass war stories? Bitch, get out of my fucking face with that bullshit, nigga. Nobody want to listen to your diseased-ass war stories unless you coming to me trying to heal it. But most people don't be coming to you trying to hear nothing. They just want to hear, they just want you to hear their victim war story. They just want to see you sit there. They just want to listen. And that's another thing poor people are good at. Poor people are good at wasting time. Poor people are the best time wasters in the world. And I know it for a fact because I used to be a poor person. And I go back, now that I'm in my bag, I go back and I look at all of the times that I could have been improving myself. And instead, I was worrying about a person or an event that had nothing to do with my overall growth and upbringing in my spirit and soul. And so for that, I lost time in the penitentiary. And being in the penitentiary, it taught me one thing, that when it comes to improving yourself, the one thing you're going to need most in the world to do it, time. You're going to have to find the time, take the time, use the time. manipulate the time, bend the time, warp the time, travel through the time, shift the time, whatever you got to do, you're going to have to take the time out to do the self work to get the true prosperity and abundance that the universe has in a surplus storehouse for you. But how are you going to get to that level of abundance and you can't even think positive for yourself? You don't even believe that you're worthy of $1 million. If you believe that you was worthy of $1 million, you'll be acting like you already had $1 million right now before it ever came. And and your attitude would be $1 million. Let's hurry up, man. Sebi, what's next? Sebi, what's next, bruh? Boom. Real soul food is food that enhances the soul. Our central sun, our melanin, our carbon, fruits, vegetables, grains. This is the real soul food. Any questions, anybody? Any questions, anybody? The real soul food, I'll repeat it again. Fruits, vegetables, grains. This is the real soul food. Let's get it, bro. Let's get it, bro. How many of y'all on a fruit, vegetable, and grain diet? I am Dr. Sebi. All right then, boys and gals, you are doing good. Happy birthday, Dr. Sebi, man. Happy birthday, bro. I appreciate everything you taught me, my nigga. Everything you taught, man. Listen, don't even trip on who did whatever to you, because I'm not gonna let it ride. The magic ain't gonna let it ride. The magic ain't gonna let it ride. Your death will be avenged, my brother. Your death will be avenged, and we will hear about it. We will hear about it. And guess what? Those who supposedly died in your name, hey, we're gonna hear about the truth about that too. Man, look at this thing. You feel me? Boom. Look at this thing. Read this here. Because the one thing that you want to do is love, and that love should begin with you. Period. At the end of the day, Dr. Sebi's message was love, and that's a deep message. That's a tough message. That's a message that you would wanna and you gotta and you must put into your repertoire of learning. If you don't, guess what's gonna happen? Guess what's gonna happen? At the end of the day, you gonna see that, maybe I should have did some self-improvement. Work on your body, work on your mind, work on your spirit, work on your soul. But most importantly, man, work on the things that you digest and put in your mouth or not in your mouth. And with that being said, peace.